What's up, everyone? I actually did an intro for this video right when I left my house when it was still pretty dark outside. And it wasn't long that I had just woken up, so I don't think I actually said anything. So I thought, while I'm crossing this ridiculous dirt road here, I would intro the video again. Wow, it's got a lot of corrugations on here. Jeez Louise. These are huge. The only way to get through it is to floor it. There we go. All right. So, I have donned the flannel. It is officially out. I got my shorts on. I got my Solomons on. What I'm looking for is I think this might be the first winter storm of the season. Today's the 18th. It's Oso Cali's birthday. Happy birthday. I was woken up this morning at 5 a.m. with giant thunder shaking the windows, which was cool. I knew there was supposed to be rain, and there was a possibility of the first snowfall of the season up around the Flagstaff area. So I'm heading that way right now. Between the rain and my sunglasses. Anyway, I think, driving up here, I was like, wait a minute. I think I've done this like every year since I moved to Arizona. I get excited about the first snowfall of the season and I head out. Maybe twice I've caught it, and most of the other times it's just been either rain or once I get up there, it's nothing. Like no snow, no nothing. But I'm heading up into the mountains here. Actually higher into the mountains, up around 7,000. They said it's supposed to possibility of snow over 6,000, so I'm gonna get up over 7,000, maybe a little bit higher. But like I said, I got up this morning, I'm like, wallet, flannel, pistol, go, it's time to go. So I took off. It's 8 o'clock now. Now it's 50 degrees here where I'm at, but I'm actually at a pretty low point actually lower here than my house. So I've come down. Oh, dude, what is that? Is that an eagle? Hold on. Right on the tree there. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Say, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a hawk or an eagle or something. Oh, that was awesome. I think in the last video I was talking about golden eagles. That's a smaller one. I couldn't really tell. It's my glasses. I don't know if you'll be able to see in this. I'm using my tiny little camera because once again, my GoPro failed me today. I was gonna say I'm done with GoPro, but I'll be honest with you guys, I've been done with GoPro for years. Hi, can you hear me? It's hailing on me. The temp dropped down to 40 degrees now. I've got a big, super loud rain and hail combo and pretty windy. Let's see if I can stop here. You see the hail up there? Oh, deflection. Yeah, it's pretty good hail. I just stopped in the middle of the road. Let's stop here real quick and get out. I'm in the middle of the road. There ain't nobody sane out in this area. Ow! First strike. Look at this. You see it bouncing off my head? Pretty good hail size. Hope I don't get knocked out in the middle of the road here. But I got my shorts on. What kind of idiot stands out in a hailstorm in the middle of a road? This idiot does, because I love this. Even if it doesn't snow, look, I get hail at my house all the time, especially in those summer monsoon storms. It's crazy. Look at this hail. So this is the kind of hail that doesn't do damage. I know a lot. Wow, the road's a bit slippery. I know a lot of you. Oh no, I got the seat heaters on, and it's melting the hail. Hooray, seat heaters! Oh. Anyway, I know some of you go through like legit hail, like golf ball size hail, and 2 years ago, we had one come through town. I think I've definitely have talked about it multiple times. It hit where the car dealerships are. It's kind of a high point. There's a nice Walmart there, if there's such a thing. There's a nice clean Walmart there, and the Jeep, Dodge, Ram dealership is there, the Chevy dealership is there, and the Nissan dealership is there. And it came through and annihilated like the whole fleet there, and then it hit over where the Toyota and Ford and Subaru and all those guys are. And they were telling me that they had to write off like 80% of the stuff that was on the lot. For the next year straight, they had tents set up at all those dealerships where they were doing paintless dent removal on the ones they could save. And the ones they couldn't, they said they literally write them off. I'm like, they don't go to the crusher, right? You can sell those things for like, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me. But yeah, it was golf ball size hail or even softball size hail that came through, and it just annihilated all the vehicles. Ooh, chilly. All right, so it's made it down to 35 degrees, and right now there's nothing but hail on the ground. It's been a little bit since I've been up here, and unfortunately, it looks like they've laid gravel down on my awesome clay road that goes back in here. So people can drag their campers in here and squat in the forest and live in the forest for months on end. Look at this. It's not gravel, it's actually large rock. Look at it. Laying down rock like that is not cheap. That's... I find this new, well, the new phenomenon, right, of people like thinking it's cool to live in their cars and old campers. But from what I see in the areas up here around Arizona, these aren't like adventurous people like living a new life. They make gigantic messes back here. They drop trash everywhere. They crap all over the place, and there's toilet paper everywhere, and tarps and old chairs, and then they move like a mile down the road and they leave that mess and they create another one. The thing about making this nice clay road like this, people can get back in there with cars, vans, whatever they want. No need for a very capable 4x4 to get back in there. And I mean, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. I'm like, oh. Well, I'm gonna drive back in there. We're gonna see what's going on back in there. I just pulled up back here in the forest. Saw this, so that stone gravel road, they've gone in pretty far. I'm back in about 5 miles. Yeah, about 4 miles. And it's still going. Usually they had like fifth wheels, and regular, you know, camper people could get back in here before. I haven't seen any of the ones I was talking about. I know it comes across kind of wacky, but man, I've seen some bad stuff and not enough people. Too many people are like glorifying that living out of your car thing, you know? You want to live out of your car, fine. You don't need to leave a gigantic wasteland in the beautiful, pristine forest. Why? Why do that? Anyway, so one of the downfalls of the Lexus is, one, the door opens sideways, not up like a 4Runner. Two, I don't have an awning on here. Now, I was out here. I was just right back there. I was going to pull in there, but there was a fifth wheel back in there and some side-by-sides. And I think I might still have some footage. It was beginning of this year, like the end of winter. It was awesome, awesome snow right back there. Storm. I broke through the snow and there is nothing but super wet clay underneath. And I was trying to it's backing uphill and then tried to go forward. This side isn't bad. But this car only has no lockers and nanny systems that it's basically just spinning the wheels on that side. I do have a tree out front. I could winch to that. I could winch to, there's 2 different trees I could winch to. This is when I'd love to have a winch to go backward like to that tree, because I want to back up this so I can drive back out where my tire tracks are. Man, there was just some crazy, distant, bassy, rumbling thunder off to the southeast here. Wow, it was like, it would sound like a bomb's dropping, you know? So someone has camped here. There is a makeshift fire ring, a little seat, some chopped up wood here, probably from some of these downed trees. I'm just off that road. The road is like right over there. I just pulled off. So this definitely got, I think this is like a combination of a lot of hail and a little bit of snow, probably from this morning. More collected along the roads, because I'm in the kind of thick, they've got a decent canopy up here. So you'll see most of the stuff out there. A little chilly in my shorts. Usually if I wear shorts, I have a thicker top on. Oh, you know what? And this is actually getting wet. Because that's fall. Oh, my whole back, look at it. I don't know if you'll be able to see how wet my hand is. The whole back is getting soaked in here. I wanted to see what I had. Dude, this thing frosting over too. It's really wet snow in here. I'm thinking I did not put coffee in this one like I did in the 80. When I talked about, I got the hydro flask in here for a cup. I've got the jet boil in here. Oops, sorry. I don't think I put any coffee in this thing. Oh wait, oh yeah, I got coffee right here. Oh, I got the bad stuff. The taster's nasty. I think I'm gonna make some. Look, I'm gonna fire up a cup real quick and bring you guys back after, but yeah, it's really wet. Wet snow coming down. Wish I had an awning on this. You know, my plan was to take the awning off the Jeep and put it on here because of this. It's snowing in the back, but I'm making some nasty coffee. Someone just, up and over this hill, someone just popped off some kind of elephant gun. Boom! It's this is hail. It's not snow. It's hail balls. Couple of work trucks going by. It is Friday out here, so normally I'm out like on a Thursday and I don't see anybody, but on Fridays and Saturdays, you know, you'll see the people out here camping and stuff. So I got you hear that? Someone's shooting off in the wilds. Kind of weird to yeah, I love my that's over that way. Someone's shooting an AR. So I love my shooting sports, you know, but I don't like shooting where people, this is like a huge camping area, like where people, oh man, where families come to camp and do that stuff. There's so many places to go shooting. I'm just not sure that where people definitely go and camp is one of them. But that's me, you know. That's me. What are you gonna do? Woo, it's coming down. Everything's getting covered. Yeah, would be fine if I had an awning, or if this is the time, I guess, that it would be better if that was up in the air, because the back is completely soaking wet. Just gonna put my little jet boil away. Pretty cold. My hands are cold. I do have gloves and all that stuff in here. I like doing these tests where I just kind of throw the basics, you know, like I said, my wallet, my pistol, and whatever, and head out. And then the bag that always stays in here. Like, are you equipped to do things? I've got some mountain houses in this one. I've got this jet boil. I don't have any good coffee, but I have coffee. Oh, I gotta get my bag. It's covered in slush. I don't know, it looks like hail, but it's like ice, so I guess it's sleet. Would they call that sleet? That's how I clean my spoons. All right, I'm going to, before I spill this, we're gonna put the lid on this bad boy. Set it off to the side. Finish putting this jet boil away. That's good to go. I'm gonna not zip that up because it's wet. Got my little Taster's Nasty things here. I'll put them in here for a trash bin. Ooh, my hands are chilly. Probably because I've been wiping this stuff out of here. Oh, yeah. Camera's all... Oh, that's icy. Do I have anything else to wipe with? Kind of want to get some of this stuff out of here. I got back inside. It is a little wet and cold. cold because I'm getting wet. Like my flannel, it's not real good snow. It's more sleety, wet, nastiness. But it brings up a good point about essential off-road, overland, camp type gear. Having an awning is a huge thing. Like, so on the 80 series, I've got that Bush, what is it, Bush Tech or whatever. It's really good awning. Open that sucker up. You don't have to set legs down. You can open it up and close it up really quick. So that means you'll actually use it more, right? You'll actually deploy it more often. And you know, maybe you want to make a cup of coffee, make a sandwich. Maybe you just want to sit outside and look at the weather, right? That makes a huge difference. The other thing with the Land Cruisers are, you know, the ones that I have, they still have that tailgate and flop up, you know, door. So that works. A 4Runner works good because it has the flip up door. That could work really good. This one here, you know, I never really thought about that. I thought I liked this. I thought I would like this versus the flip up. But honestly, I think the flip up is probably better, you know, because it can give you a little coverage. And with this, you basically open up the back to the weather. And more than just a little bit, because like the roof angles up, you know, where the door closes. So when you open it, it's even open like more at the top because the door kind of rounds up on the top where the wing is. Yeah. So I got a lot of, you know, you get a lot of stuff back in there. And with this little sleet kind of hail, oh no, you know what it is? It's grapple. That's what they call it, grapple. That grapple falls in there and it just melts and it turns to water. So everything's wet back there, but that's all right. I think that's marine grade carpet. Where I have the box for the spare tire. But if you don't have like a door like that, or you want a little bit more room, man, an awning is so good. But the thing is, I've had cheap awnings. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to spend that much on an awning. I totally get that. But I think that like tires are super important for off-road vehicles. I think for like this kind of adventure off-roading, you know, overlanding, whatever you want to call it, having an awning is really good. And it's one of those things that I would say invest in that, right? Buy once, cry once. Don't buy these cheap ones that are just a royal pain in the butt to set up. You know, the ones like you have to roll out by hand and then you have to like hold it and fold down the legs. Then you got to, like the ARB ones that come out the side. Yeah, they're way cheaper, or Chinese ones, whatever you find. They're way cheaper, but where you save in initial outlay, you pay for in aggravation and pain setting those things up. And what happens is the more of a pain in the butt they are to set up, you won't use them. Trust me, it'll sit up there on your car and it'll never get rolled out. So I've got two, one on the Jeep, one on the 80 series. The 80 series is the best awning I've ever used. It's the best one I've ever seen. A lot of companies have copied it now, but it's really good. It's made in, it's either Australia or South Africa. I don't know, whatever. I've talked about it before, but I have another one that I've had for like, well, since 2016. So 8 years on the Jeep, and it's a nice awning. It rolls out, but you gotta put legs down. So at least I think it's 3 legs you gotta drop down, and then you have to tie that one down because it's pretty flimsy. Saves on weight, saves on size, it saves on money. But like the one on the 80, it's big, it's bulky, but no legs. You don't have to tie that sucker down unless it's like you're in Florida, you know, in the hurricane or something. It's pretty stout, but it's also bulky. You know, there's trade-offs to everything. I don't know, the clouds they're still up there, but not as bad as they were before. It's kind of cleared up and you can see the ground like basically is clay mud right now. So that bit that I had earlier, I drove back in, back around. on this road I saw like a Honda Pilot and like a new Nissan Pathfinder, the one that looks like a van. So yeah, these roads are giving regular people access back in. I guess that's okay. Like I said, as long as I just got a bad taste in my mouth running across a bunch of these like I'm living in my car homeless encampments, just destroying everything. I don't know. Anyway, I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna head back down the mountain, and the storm is supposed to be on and off all day today and maybe even tonight. So maybe I might get something down closer to my house. But I have learned some valuable things today. Like I said, I think I probably showed some footage of me out here earlier this year in a snowstorm, but it was like regular snow. So it wasn't like getting everything all wet back there. Here the sun is out here, but over there darkness looms. So if I get anything on the way down the mountain, I'll flip on the camera. If not, I'll hopefully check in with you guys tomorrow. I know I say that a lot. I'm like, I'll check in tomorrow, then I don't go out, and like the video just ends randomly. But I'm hoping I'm gonna get some stuff locally to me, and we'll check in on that. I cruised up to my local mountains here right behind my house, and it did get some snow last night. The rain died off yesterday, like I said, but about 2 o'clock in the morning it kicked in again, and probably rained at my house till about 4 or 5 in the morning. I was just chilling at the volunteer fire station there, waiting for this Prius to go by. You can see though, got some good dusting up in the trees. Fair amount hit the ground, you know, enough for a nice welcome to the new weather cycle. I guess this is gonna be the winter of 2024, right? I don't think we usually get any weather this early, like in October. But sometimes you can get weather early, and then like it goes away until late December or something. So I don't know. Hopefully take it as a sign of good stuff to come for this winter time. I'm cruising in extreme comfort today. I'm in my 200 series Land Cruiser. I got a low tire pressure warning from the TPMS sensors. These things are pretty sensitive, and when the temp drops, you know, it's been pretty warm, and then all of a sudden it's really cold, and if one tire is just a little bit off, it exaggerates it a little bit. So I gotta just go get some I go buy Discount Tire. They got a little thing you can pull up in there, and they plug it into all your tires, check it. It's not a leak or anything, it's just that it's just a little bit low. But the 200 is super comfort mode. You know, when there was some pretty decent snow up here earlier this year, you know, at the end of last winter, I took this up here and did a pretty decent loop, and I don't know, it was probably 6 or 8 inches of snow, but it was nice powdery snow, and underneath had a decent base of ice and stuff. And this thing just cruised through there, and it's got whatever the factory tires that come with it. They're like Japanese Dunlop tires, but they're basically road tires. But I didn't feel any slipping. It's like the system and everything was working really good in this, like surprisingly well for having these tires on here. Because right away I wanted to get tires, but man, I honestly, I hate buying tires. I hate it. It's such a pain in the butt and expensive. And you know, you don't know if you're making the right decision on size and all that. So I haven't done anything yet. But I wanted to go as big as I can because I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. You know, it's my nice, comfortable cruising vehicle and whatever, or newest, most reliable, whatever, you know? So it's like, are you going to take that thing off-roading? It's like, yeah, it's a Land Cruiser. What else am I supposed to do? It's pretty foggy. And this Prius is going like 10 miles an hour. I guess I should have done something different. Maybe they could have taken the snow off their windows. Like their window, I think, you know how people like they get snow because they live up in the mountains and they drive down into town to kind of show off, like, look at me, my car's covered in snow and no one else is. It's like, yeah, but you need to see, so you should probably wipe your windows off. Anyway, this is pretty cool. It got more up here than I thought it would. Right now it's 36 degrees. I think I saw it as low as 34, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning, so 36 at 9 a.m. fog cover. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It got down below freezing last night, obviously, and I'm pretty excited. Looking forward to a good winter. Last year was great. Man, I've had some good winters up here, you know, for off-roading and the quietness and getting out there. I just love the fact that it keeps people away and you kind of get these huge areas to yourself. And, you know, you can tell because there's no tracks except for yours. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. It's not much to capture. I'm actually wearing pants today because I got a thin flannel, but I got my UGG boots on, so I'm not getting out. I'm not getting out in the snow. But I wanted to make sure I did close out this video because I said I would check up here. I had a feeling if it rained any more here that I would get some snow locally. So this is 10 minutes from my house up here, so pretty good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed that sharing of the first winter storm of the season. Looking forward to this winter. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. See you next time.